Well, here we are again with more excuses. I've been remiss on my video output lately. I had one a week or two ago where I was resurfacing a bunch of plates for prawn trap or long line haulers, and I had a whole video actually put together that involved the compound and the tool post and how to pick up angles and recreate them. And at the end of it all, I was just so disgusted with it, I discarded it and didn't post it. So unfortunately, my creative energy was just not there, and it all went into the honest work. But we'll get there, and someday I'll make a video that covers all those topics. But in the meantime, you have to just put up with a little shorty today. I've got to make up a spacer, just a big aluminum washer, 3/4 inches thick. And the quickest, simplest way to do it was to trepan it out of a piece of square stock that happened to be in the bin. And it's just the right size. So to overcome some of the constraints, I took the square stock, put it in the 4-jaw, punched an 1 3/8 hole through it, and followed that up with a 2 3/8 core drill, which gets that hole there, which is pretty close. We have to open it up another 1/4 inch or so for the final dimension. But that 2 3/8 won't be able to be gripped by either the 4-jaw chuck or the inside jaws on the 12-inch chuck that's on the other lathe right now. So rather than do a chuck swap in the other lathe, and I don't think it would have grabbed it. I would have had to turn that out previous anyway. I just took the 8-inch chuck I usually use on the rotary table and grabbed it in the 4-jaw, as you see. So this is a 3-jaw scroll chuck mounted in my big 4-jaw here, and that gets me a set of inside jaws that are actually small enough to grab that feature there. And then we're trepanning the round part out of the square, and what we're doing is just, and I mean just, kissing the edges at the narrowest point there so that it is not an interrupted cut. This trepanning method works awesome. However, it really does not like fully leaving the part, because there's, especially with this setup here, there's a lot of flex, and if it bites, it'll bite, but that's fine. I'll give you a quick demonstration of the operation here. We're going to cut in roughly halfway from this side, flip it and complete the cut. This tool bit only goes in a 1/2 inch, so we can cut 1 inch, and we do that quite often. This is 3/4, so it'll be a piece of cake. It is. Here's the partially finished product. One of the welders is taking a trailer hub and mounting a inexpensive scroll chuck on it and using it as a weld positioner for a job that he's got coming up here. So we've got to put 4 holes through there, tapped into that component, and then drill and countersink 3 holes that'll secure that plate to the chuck. And then the welder will be happy.